If you're looking to trim your monthly TV budget, free ad-supported TV should be a part of your strategy. However, as we've shared before, just because something is free doesn't make it worth your time. Today we're reviewing Xumo, a free streaming service from Charter and Comcast to help you decide if the free streaming app is worth watching.
In this Xumo TV review, we'll show you what Xumo channels you can get on the free streaming platform, what it's like to use the service, video quality, and included features. We'll discuss where to get the Xumo TV app and tell you who we think it's best for.
Let's begin with some basic information about Xumo free movies and TV. Xumo is a free streaming service that was actually started by the owner of MySpace, Viant Technology, back in 2011. In April of 2022, Comcast and Charter announced a joint 50-50 venture to purchase Xumo and launch it across popular streaming devices. Comcast is pumping $900 million into the platform and will make some Peacock content available on it since it owns that streaming platform as well. Charter contributed its Flex streaming platform to the venture.
Unlike other free streaming services such as Pluto and Tubi, you cannot create an account with Xumo. You can just download the app to your smart device or access it from your smart TV and start watching.
You can also watch online. Xumo offers a mix of curated streams of live TV channels and on-demand movies and TV shows. When you launch Xumo from your TV or web browser, you'll see a grid-like cable guide defaulted to a channel whose content will play in a small box in the top left or bottom right of the screen. Clicking on that box will launch that channel content full screen. Along the top on a computer or left side on a TV, you'll see Live Guide, Free Movies, TV Shows, and Networks. You'll notice a sub-menu bar near the top that allows you to filter channels by categories. Since there are nearly 900 channels of movies, TV, and music on Xumo, having a sub-menu to filter channels by type is very helpful. Clicking on any of those sub-menu categories jumps you to those channels in the guide.
You can also favorite channels and networks and then filter your channel guide by favorites to find what you want to watch faster. Channel categories include recommended, my favorites, holiday hub, news, weather, movies, sports, crime TV, action and drama, and much more.
Scrolling left through the guide shows what free TV shows are coming up on a channel in the future. Clicking on any channel brings up the option to play that channel or network, favorite it, or see more free movies or TV shows from that channel. Sometimes when a channel features a movie that's available on demand, you'll see the option to watch from the beginning. Clicking to watch any channel will begin playing in the small box, which you can maximize to make full screen.
There are so many channels, but what can you really watch on Xumo? It's important to know that content is always changing on the platform, so something you see and like may be there 1 month and gone the next. You'll find curated streams from well-known networks throughout Xumo's channel guide. For news, you'll see feeds from CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, Time, Newsy, and Bloomberg, to name a few.
For sports, you'll see streams of curated content from Fox Sports, CBS Sports, and Fubo Sports. But most channels will be from more niche offerings like Motor Trend, Racing America, Stadium TV, Outside TV, and even things like Cornhole and World Surfing League. There are also channels dedicated to combat sports like UFC and boxing.
Movies on Xumo vary. At time of recording, since it's near the holidays, you'll see a curated selection of Christmas movies, from Hallmark movies, and more. Though, as we covered in our video on how to watch Hallmark Christmas movies without cable, you won't get newer releases or Hallmark's full holiday lineup. Across categories, most movies will be older, like Philadelphia, Tootsie, Annie, or Roxanne. But many of them will have been popular when they came out, like Man on Fire, Ali, or Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
And while all items will have ad breaks, in Roxanne, for example, there were 11 ad breaks in the 1 hour and 47-minute film, the movies will be on demand, which means you can watch them whenever you like. And speaking of ads, there's an ad countdown timer telling you how long the commercial break will be. Most ad breaks were 40 to 80 seconds long, and in some cases, you will have the opportunity to skip ads after a certain amount of time. If you switch channels, you will sit through a 20 to 30 second ad each time on average. That's not too terrible for a free service.
Back to movie and TV show categories. As you browse them, you'll see more submenus with categories to further filter content across themes like comedy, reality, crime, history, talk shows, game shows, food, classics, and more.
And as is the case with movies, you'll see a curated collection of old and somewhat random shows across a variety of genres. There's also channel streams dedicated to specific shows like The Walking Dead, Family Feud, and Deal or No Deal. And you can watch both HSN and QVC through Xumo. Honestly, having watched and reviewed Pluto and Tubi extensively, we'd put the content available on Xumo behind both of them.
Yeah, and it's a great example of how more isn't always better. For example, there are only about a dozen kids channels on Xumo, whereas Tubi has an entire kids interface with tons of movies and TV shows, all of which are also free.
Yeah, so while there are many streaming services that let you watch TV shows for free, not all of them have shows you want to see. Now, before we wrap up with whether or not Xumo is worth it, let's quickly cover included features and device compatibility.
Features on Xumo are somewhat limited. With no way to create an account, there's no way to create a watch list. But you can adjust the video quality and turn on or off closed captions. To adjust the video quality, click the gear icon in the small picture window or while watching something full screen. While video automatically streams in 720p, you can select from 240 to 1080p. Audio quality streams in 2.0 stereo sound. You can turn on captions by pressing the CC button, but there is no way to customize how they look.
In terms of device compatibility, Xumo is very widely supported. You can watch it on an Android TV, as well as many smart TV models, including Panasonic, Philips, Sony, and Vizio. You can also watch on Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV streaming devices, as well as computers running Android or iOS. The service also works with Xfinity Flex and Xfinity X1 devices.
So having considered everything, is Xumo worth it? For a free ad-supported service, we rank it significantly behind both Pluto and Tubi. While its interface is fine, it lacks features that those services have, including not being able to create an account or watch list, parental controls, or a kids section.
And with so many channels, you really need to favorite things to cut down the amount of time you spend looking for something to watch. And there's no search function, which we also don't like.
In terms of the content, while it's nice that Xumo has a blend of live and on-demand TV shows and movies, most of the on-demand content is pretty old, and there's no way to pause or rewind live TV content.
For all of these drawbacks, it would not be our top free streaming service. Still, it's easy to try, and you don't need an account to watch, so give it a whirl and see what you think.
Have you tried Xumo? What is your favorite free live TV streaming service? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get all our latest news and reviews when they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.